Hello and welcome to another battle report. This game features Vyros1 or Dawnlord Vyros and the Retribution of Skyra up against Prime Morghoul and kind of my usual Titan herd that he is going with. Um, in this game we are playing, I believe, the extraction scenario, basically a lot like Recon just without a zone, and it does have a kill box. Um, so this first picture is actually my opponent's turn one. Is a very dedicated Retribution player. Sometimes he'll dabble into Legion, very rarely, but he does play Retribution very consistently. So James's army consisted of a full unit of Invictors with UA, a full unit of Sentinels with UA, a couple Arcanist mechanics, and Vyros and his battle group consists of 3 Griffins, Moros, and Imperatus. Um, so yeah, so this was his first turn where he just ran forward. The Sentinels got invulnerable resolve on them, um, and yeah, that was pretty much all there really was to go into his first turn. So on to the Forces of Scorn with Prime Morghoul. Um, First off, I need to apologize. I did have a couple proxies. I cleaned out my bag and I changed some stuff around, and I accidentally left both Master Tormentors out of my bag. So they will be taking place in the role of 2 lone Praetorian Keltari. Um, so yeah, so when you see a Keltari, it's actually a Master Tormentor. But anyways, onto the P Morghoul list. It's Prime Morghoul with a pair of gladiators kind of on the flank of each of the beasts with Tiberian and a Bronzeback. There is a Cyclops Shaman in there, 2 units of minimum beast handlers, and Orn Midwinter and Aptimus Marketh kind of round out all the support for this list. So yeah, we just kind of move up. I have to say, man, do Master Tormentors love playing against Retribution. Just, I mean, there's so many units that want to bunch up together to get an armor bonus that they just ignore, and I haven't really seen a lot of Desters really being played, or any sort of, they don't have really kind of multi-wound medium-based units or anything like that. So pretty much everything, a lot of the stuff that they bring is just these 1-wound models that get armor bonuses for being together. So I haven't really had to deal with a lot of Mage Hunter Strike Force. I guess I should be thankful for it. But yeah, so I pretty much sent out 1 Master Tormentor to harass each of the Dawnguard units. And we just go into Retribution turn 2. He takes a very cautious advance here. I think he wanted to basically let me come into him, probably, kill off the first wave, and then he will feed, Moros, probably that back Griffin in the woods. Imperatus would all, gain flank from the Sentinels and everything else and just wipe out what I have. So, and I did fully explain what my feat did and everything else. So it's not like I was kind of playing any sort of gotchas or anything like that. So and the funny thing is the Sentinels even popped their mini feet. And my opponent was just kind of looking at all the anatomical precision and house 16 and above Titans and things like that, and he just kind of shrugged and was like, "Well, I may as well use it now because it doesn't really mean anything, so whatever." So yeah, so those Sentinels are a very nice armor. I don't even know what it is because it doesn't matter. But anyways, so on to Scorn turn 2. Yeah, I pretty much kind of went in as expected. The Gladiator I had him slam the griffin that was in the front, knowing that he would knock the other one, behind it. I didn't know for sure, but it was a good bet. Um, just to knock them both down under Morghoul's feet, just so they're going to be very hampered with what they try to do. The Cyclops Shaman moved up under Abuse so I could get the extra speed bonus, and tried to shoot the mechanic that was next to Moros. But unfortunately, even under the boosted ghost shot, he missed. So that was unfortunate. Um, the Master Tormentor that was facing off the Sentinels killed, I think, 4 or 5 of them. Um, I I think I really should have sprinted up forward more um, after killing nearly all of them. I think the reason why I didn't actually, now that I'm remembering, the reason why I didn't was because there was 1 or 2 um, Sentinels still alive. So I couldn't sprint deeper into there because they don't have parry. So I didn't really want to have a Tormentor take a free strike from a Sentinel and just die. So he was kind of where he was. Morghoul did end up charging, killing 2 of the Sentinels. I believe he only has 4 Fury on him. I believe the reason why he only has 4 Fury, he upkept Admonition that he cast in the first turn on Tiberian. So he went up, he killed both the Sentinels. With his second sidestep move, he kind of went backwards, popped his feet, and just kind of sat there and like set the trap, as it were. Tiberian went forward, charged into that Griffin, hoping to kind of crit smite it away, but that didn't happen. The Master Tormentor that was hanging out in the trench walked forward, killed a whole lot of Invictors, and then sprinted back into the trench. Beast Handlers just kind of, just walked up and supported. Orn Minwinter made sure that he was stealth, just in case anything just kind of came his way. I wasn't really afraid of any sort of shooting, but it's a good habit that if he's not arcing lightning, just make sure that he's stealthing. And Marquette just walked up just to make sure that I still had those Master Tormentors in soul-taking range, so I can upkeep Admonition for free for the following turn. So Retribution turn 3. This isn't at the end of the turn. This is kind of taken halfway through, because what happened was the Sentinels went up, killed the Master Tormentor, and started to hack away at the Gladiator, which was expected. And my opponent spent a bit of time thinking, this has got to be my feat turn, and I need to get, or even if it wasn't his feat turn, he was just saying, I need to get a Jack in melee with Morghoul. So Vyros will be Mat 10. He'll be a weapon master on his sword, and we'll be able to put him out. And the Griffin that came forward was about 2 inches and 1/16 out of melee range. So just it was really, really close. So because I knew that he was going to try to do whatever he can to get a Warjack in melee with Morghoul, after the Griffin moved, I used Admonition on Tiberian and walked him in to block out any sort of walking area that Imperatus had to like walk over in kind of like that gap in between the Griffin and the Sentinels. Hit Tiberian once, sidestep, hit the Griffin, then sidestep, and then have Vyros go in. So Tiberian wasn't. I was very proud of this Admonition move. So yeah, that kind of really foiled his plans, and I thought it was a good time to kind of take this mid-turn picture. So at the end of Retribution turn 3, Vyros did fully commit in. Um, he he did end up getting countercharged by the Bronzeback. It did some damage, not really too much. Um, Actually, this isn't the end of turn 3. There is a little bit more I completely forgot about. But you had the Griffins or the Sentinels still hacking away at the Gladiator. So now, when we actually really get into the end of Retribution, turn 3, part 3, you see Moros kind of helped in and killed off the Gladiator. One of the Griffins walked up to engage the Cyclops Shaman. Another Griffin just kind of moved over. Vyros did hit on one of his attacks on Morghoul, who transferred it away to the Gladiator in the back in green. I really need to get that Gladiator up to snuff and kind of matching the rest of the force at least. But on his second attack, he missed. So then Morghoul dodged out to safety. And I believe that Sentinel that walked up in that gap just hacked away at the Bronzeback. There were some Sentinels that kind of went into Tiberian, and Imperatus went into Tiberian. Probably did about maybe half damage. I guess my opponent just didn't consider feeding. Because and I wasn't really concerned about it. We talked about how much damage Imperatus would do even with flank without being able to spend focus. And it's at POW 19 Weapon Master with Empower from the mechanic or concentrated power or whatever it's the +2 damage from the mechanic, and effectively Weapon Master from flank from the feet. He's still at dice -2. So the 2 attacks unboosted are going to equal, on average, about 16 damage, which is about half of Tiberian's life, which still is a very full, very healthy Tiberian. So I guess he just thought it wasn't really worth it at that point. We also saw the Invictors come up, try to take a couple shots into the Master Tormentor that they could see in stealth. They missed, and the rest of them took shots into the Gladiator, just doing a couple points of damage. So it was a very, very kind of blunted, or I shouldn't really say blunted. Well, kind of blunted Alpha Strike here from Retribution. I mean, but that's what Morghoul's Feet does, and it's very, very good at it. I don't care the fact that Warcasters can't, or Warcasters and Warlocks can't use their Focus or Fury. That's totally fine by me. So just because it kind of leads into situations like this. So anyways, on to Scorn turn 3. Again, this is kind of like, this is the end of the game. I kind of did some activations beforehand just to kind of do things, I guess, rather than just going straight for the throat. The Master Tormentor on our left here just went further into the Invictors. The Gladiator ended up charging into Imperatus. Cyclops Shaman didn't actually do anything at all. But one thing I did do is I had Tiberian attack the Griffin, not Imperatus. The reason why I did so is I made sure that he boosted a hit. I think it took 1 or 2 of the Tetsubo attacks, but he got the crit smite, went into Vyros and the Bronzeback, knocking down Vyros, which was the important part. The Bronzeback didn't care, just kind of dusted himself off. And then Morghoul just, kind of walked around, killed a Sentinel, backed up. I think killed the second Sentinel, kind of got into kind of relative safety just in case things went bad. And then the Bronzeback rocked over and just pummeled Vyros into the dirt. So another Scorn victory. things are going really well with this list. I'm kind of liking how Morghoul's feat works, and it puts the opponent in a very bad situation, which I might actually just make a completely separate video, just kind of focusing on Morghoul's feat and what it can do. And there's been a lot of moping. There's no other way to say it, where people are just really getting bummed out over the changes to Prime Morghoul. I I I don't know if I want to say that he's better than he was in Mark II, but he's still definitely playable. He's very good. Um, so, but anyways, so thank you guys. I will be looking to having more battle reports for you guys soon. Thank you.